record. Start broadcast. Start record. What's up, motherfuckers? Oh, shit. I didn't tweet it. Hold on. I wrote it. Tweet. You're being very unprofessional back there, girl. This is not the time for a squeaky toy. This is actually a terrible time for a squeaky toy. I'm doing a show. Keep it up. I'm going to sell you to the Vietnamese family down the road. That's right. We're live, motherfuckers. I tweeted out this time, so I know it went out there for no one to click on. I'm solo. We might have a guest, Oleg. We might not. We're working on it. If you hear him just kind of pop up, that means he got his mic working. But I'm going, and hopefully he will join us here shortly. Yeah, so Oleg may join us. He's a buddy of mine for a while, actually. We should talk about that. So, I am not fucking prepared at all because it's been a crazy week. I don't have anything in front of me. I know, a couple things I want to talk about, but smaller things, Eddie Alvarez, Tough 20, things like that, I hopefully will remember. Because I actually do have an announcement about Tough 20. I have a game that I'm working on, and I think I've almost figured it out, and I've decided to talk about it. You guys will be able to play along at home. So yeah, we'll talk about that. But I do, I want to go over SummerSlam because Diver isn't here, who broke his phone. Pants texted me if I needed to talk to Kenny to text her because his phone died. And I was like, I thought it was weird if his battery died. It's not like I have anything really important that I have to talk to him right now about, would be. So I said, battery died or dead? And apparently he gave it a bath of some sort. And even with a Samsung S5, which is water resistant, I guess I'm very curious to hear exactly what his was, so I know not to do that to mine. It's not waterproof fully, apparently, which I think was known. But yeah, and she said that Sprint will not talk to him about it. Or I forgot what she said, something along the line. Basically, Sprint's not going to honor anything as far as repair or anything goes. So I don't know. I'm sure that'll be. I'm not even going to wait until next week's show to hear that one, because I'm sure he's going to have some shit to talk. And something just popped up on my computer that said message is empty. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so let's talk about the fights last week. I don't think there's really anything of note. I mean, I'm still all pissed off about all the bullshit going on out there. Fucking beheadings, fucking stupid bad cops, fucking stupid bad citizens, just all kinds of dumb shit. It's driving me crazy. And the cop thing still has me. I'm still pretty worked up about that. And I was talking about it earlier, and I didn't even get to rant about the cop in L.A. But anyway, I think we covered that last week, so I don't know that I need to go on and on and on again about it. Which I need to put last week's show up too. Fuck, I don't think I put last week's show up. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that with this one. I'll do that tomorrow, I think. But anyway, I do want to talk about. Let's start with the fights before we get into the other fights. The Saturday night fights, the UFC fights, if you will, which is really what it is. So here's the deal, okay? I was gone all day. Woke up, went to jiu-jitsu, left, went and hung out with my nephews and my niece over at their house, and I was only going to be there for like fucking, I don't know, an hour. Oh yeah, maybe 2 hours. I had to do some stuff on the girls' computer. So anyway, I was over there late, and then their neighbors were having a thing, and I used to live over there, so they were like, come on. So I hung out there for a while. I didn't get home till I sat down on the couch just after the first fight started. So I wasn't really paying super close attention. From what I saw and what I remember, the prelims, really were just kind of blah. I do remember a couple of them, actually. I'm looking at them. I don't remember Frankie Sands and Nolan Tickman. I don't remember that one. I do remember Sam Alvey's first fight back. I don't know if he'll get a second fight. I think this was kind of a short notice fight, but I don't know. I don't know what they would consider short notice fight and things like that. He did not look very good, and I like Sam Alvey. He's a nice guy. Hell, my nephew remembers. He was talking, and he's not even a huge fan. He's like, he's only going to be remembered for that, one thing on Tough. It's like, yeah, you know what, maybe. But he was doing good before he got back. That's why he got back to the UFC, because he was doing well. So he didn't look real good. Sarah McMahon, I still don't understand how you can go from fighting for a title, headlining a pay-per-view. Was it a headline? Maybe that was a co-main. That might have been a co-main. Yeah, I think that was a co-main. But anyway, even that, just fighting for a title to the prelims on Fox Sports 2. No one has Fox Sports 2. If you don't work for Fox, you don't have Fox Sports 2. It's just, no one has it. No one gets to see that shit. It's like fucking, it's like Google, what's it called? Google Plus. No one has it. You can't take a really, really good artist that you want everyone to see and hear and stuff, a musician, and give them a Google Plus page. It's just, it doesn't work. So I was surprised to see that. She wasn't, I do remember that one too. It wasn't the most exciting fight. She won by split decision. A lot of people, it's funny because if you're looking at the Twitters, the timelines on that one, I remember this. People were back and forth. Either everyone thought I'm sorry, not everyone. Either you thought Sarah McMahon won, or you thought Lauren Murphy won, or you thought it was, you could understand it going either way. I could. Did I just hold on a second? Did I just analyze that statement? Okay. There's a good chance, by the way. I don't know if I've told you guys this or not. And there's going to be another one shortly. But there's a good chance that I've had a couple shots. We call them shots because I don't want to get in trouble. But hot shots. There we go. It's a good chance I had a couple hot shots. Yeah. Of course that's what they're going to say because that's, yeah, okay. Anyway, I thought... I think I gave that one to Lauren Murphy. Now, I wasn't paying a lot of attention, but I seem to remember. I think it was the first round. She did more work as far as punches and stuff than Sarah McMahon did, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Holy shit! It's Oleg. I can hear Oleg.
Wow.
Oleg, I hear you. Oleg, are you still there? Oh, we lost him again. He might have gone back to Russia. Oleg. We had him, and we lost him. Maybe, you know what? I hope he hasn't joined the MMA enthusiast and killed himself. Okay, he didn't even get far in the show to talk to want to just off himself. MMA enthusiast, by the way, he's really died every week. I just haven't talked about it because it makes me sad. He's already done it tonight. I just got word he took nail clippers and he cut his fingernails back like really, really far, so it hurts your fingers when you put pressure on them. And he swallowed all his fingernails, and they cut him up, and he bled internally while his putting pressure on his tips to make his fingertips hurt. Maybe I shouldn't have this hot shot just yet. Maybe I should hold on. I'm going to wait on that one. Where did Oleg go? I could hear him. Where the hell did he go? I can't hot shot until he's on anyway because he has to talk. But anyway, that was that fight. Jussier Formiga or Jussier, however you say it, and Zach Makovsky. Don't remember it. Don't remember anything about it. Now, the main card, I don't even think. I think my DVR. Oh, wait a minute. He's making some noise now. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, he's back. I can hear him again.
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. There's Oleg. He doesn't sound like a Russian guy. Maybe he's like a spy. And we're breaking his cover. What is this text message? Oh, that's the girl texting me back. But anyway, and he's gone again. Now I don't hear him again.
I'm here. I'm here.
Hold on. I wonder if I can turn, because I can barely hear you.
Turn me up,
This is
bro.
where I got to figure out settings, ladies and gentlemen.
Turn me up, bro.
I don't know if I know how to yet. I'm looking at that right now. The main card, I only halfway paid attention. Did you watch the fights last week?
I saw about half of them. I missed the
Which
prelims.
which half?
I missed the prelims.
So you saw. So we might have seen like basically the wrong halves or the opposite halves, because I was watching the main card on my computer and playing Battlefield on the TV, so I didn't pay full attention. But my DVR didn't record it. Usually I'll just go back and watch stuff. I didn't get a DVR recording of it, so I only kind of saw the main card. I wasn't, it was okay, I guess, but I mean. Thiago Tavares beat Robbie Peralta. I don't remember that. Rear naked choke. First round. I don't remember it.
Yeah, it wasn't very exciting.
And I don't remember anything about it. Sean Jordan beat Jack May. Third round TKO. I kind of remember that because I remember thinking, how the hell did this go like this far? I didn't think it was going to go that far. So I kind of remember Alan Joban. Is that the one where he came back? He beat Seth Baczynski by a knockout punch. Is that the one where he came back like he was getting his ass beat and then he came back and beat him?
I don't remember the name. I remember seeing the highlights of it. They keep replaying it over and over throughout the 10-hour time period that they show all these fights.
Yeah, he was the guy. He was the model guy. He used to be a model. So everyone was kind of like, oh, he's not going to win. And then he came back and won.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I think that's that one. I remember something like that. Tim Boetsch beat Brad Tavares. The only thing I remember about that is Tim Boetsch coming out to Bruce Buffer introducing him and the crowd going nuts because that's his hometown. I remember that. I don't remember the fight. Didn't he get his ass beat for a while too?
Yes.
Maybe I'm thinking. I thought it was the other guy, but maybe I'm thinking of him. So Tim Boetsch came back then with the knockout or TKO.
Yes, he came back.
Okay. Now Ross Pearson and Gray Maynard. I don't remember this except for the end. I do remember the end. I don't remember it though.
Yeah, it went a while, and it was just kind of back and forth, but slow.
Yeah, I mean it's a Gray Maynard fight. I mean, I heard he did better. I thought he was going to get clobbered. I heard he didn't get clobbered. He held his own okay. Ross Pearson was just a little bit sharper and caught him. So him not getting clobbered is good, but he's going to keep fighting. I just don't know that I want to see him fight anymore.
I think Ross is hungry right now. He's deserving. He's still moving up. I think Gray's, fading off into the distance a little bit.
I hope he goes away because
Yeah.
I don't like watching people get their asses beat. It's just, and I've seen a lot of that with Gray Maynard. And I don't want to see more. Just call it before things get bad. Bader and OSP. I vaguely remember that. I wonder what the fight metric stats were on that because Bader obviously out wrestled him, but how is the striking on it?
He's the football guy had longer, and he was doing some jabs and stuff, but it was an ugly fight. Like all of Bader's fights are ugly.
I like Bader. He's a good wrestler and he's a cool guy. I like Bader. This wasn't something. This wasn't my favorite. My favorite fight. I'm looking for the fight metric stats just because, like I said, I'm curious to see. I don't want upcoming. I want completed. I'm just curious to see. I remember thinking Bader really needs to work on some of that ground and pound because he's not really. He's controlling. but he's not really doing anything. Let's see here. Bader and Ovent St. Preux. I want this one. Open up, open up, open up. Down. Bader landed. Oh, I see. No, see, Bader. Okay, first round, Bader outstruck him. What is it for? Is this significant strikes? Significant strikes. He had 7. St. Preux had 3, and I don't feel like skipping around all the different strikes, so I'm just going with significant strikes. Round 2, it was. He landed 6 of 23. Ovent St. Preux hit 8. He had 6 and then 1, 5 and then 6, 0 and 6. So if you just go off of the significant strikes, and it's it's a combination of everything, but just off of that, Ovent St. Preux beats him 4-1. Is it 4-1 or 3-2? 6-1? No, 3-2. Did Bader's wrestling outshine that? I don't. He did well, but is that enough to win a fight? Hello?
It depends on the judges. Depends on the judges.
Yeah, it's just I would like to see more. But yeah, Bader won. Good for him. They're talking about him and Rumble Johnson next. I don't
Rumble's
know
gonna
that's
kill
gonna
him.
Go well. Yeah, it's.
Rumble's gonna kill anybody right now.
If he gets past Rumble Johnson, that's huge for him. If he doesn't, he's a gatekeeper, which is fine. I think gatekeepers are important. But
especially when you have a pay-per-view every other week.
Yeah, they need to change that whole game plan up. I've said it before, I'll say it again. 4 pay-per-views a year, make them quarterly, charge $80, put everything else on TV. Fox or Fight Pass. Call it a day. Charge more, charge $90 for the one pay-per-view, but stack it. Make 2 or 3 title fights on each pay-per-view, and then contention fights in front of that. Stack them. Boom, just make them monstrous. So now that was Saturday. Sunday, we had the other fights, which I remember a lot more about, and I remember thinking exactly what Stephanie McMahon said. You always know in the WWE you're going to get an exciting fight. You did. I mean, hell, we'll start with it. Did you get the network, by the way?
I did. I did the $12 deal, the one, month-to-month cancel when you want kind of deal.
Yeah, okay. When did you get that? Did you get it just for SummerSlam, or did you get it a little bit ago?
I just got it for SummerSlam.
Okay. Yeah, it's. Have you played around on it?
I got it originally to watch WrestleMania. I did the regular deal.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean the kids love it because they can see the old school stuff, and I'll let them watch that without any issue, and I can go back and kind of relive the childhood and all that. I really do like it.
Yeah, and it's a well done. I think it's very well laid out. I wish the UFC would take after their design a little bit, because I have a hard time on Fight Pass finding stuff. I mean, looking for weigh-ins. If I want to go back and watch today's weigh-ins, which are on there somewhere.
Where? I can't find them.
I can't ever find that stuff on Fight Pass. So they if they worked on cleaning that up, and I think they have enough content too with all the Ultimate Fighters and all the fights that they've done and the fight shows building up to the fights. I don't see why they couldn't switch over to like that live format like the WWE does. And, you know what you're getting on the UFC, and people understand there's not the time period that the WWF has had. I think it would be cool to kind of see that on the UFC, but I love the WWE Network. I think it's really well. The documentaries are great.
Yes.
Because I saw the Stone Cold. That was cool. I saw the Screwjob one with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. That was really interesting because I didn't know anything about all that.
The Rock one was good too.
I saw the Rock one, and I saw the CM Punk one. That was cool. Because I don't know shit about CM Punk either. I mean, I was just starting to watch it again when he left. So, it's kind of cool to kind of see a little bit more about those guys. But they had the network match, the Rob Van Dam and Cesaro. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with Cesaro. Rob Van Dam, I thought was going on a break, but he's still wrestling. I don't know.
Yeah, Cesaro, they were really pushing him hard there for a little bit, and that seems like they just gave up on him because I mean, the Bo Leave guy beat him, you know?
Yeah, I like Bo Leaf. That makes me laugh. I didn't like him at first, but he's making me laugh now. He's been cracking me up for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the Dolph Ziggler and the Miz. I just didn't care about. I don't like the Miz. Maybe I just haven't seen him enough to understand him because I know people I guess like him. I mean, shit, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing if they didn't like him. Dolph Ziggler, I just kind of get bored with. It's just not my thing, but it was an okay match. Dolph Ziggler won. Didn't they do another one on Monday too? Like it was a 2 out of 3 or something.
Yeah, they did. I've got I watched half of it. The other half's on the DVR, but I do remember they did fight again, and he didn't get the title back.
Yeah, well, he won by disqualification.
Yeah,
so I'm guessing they'll probably close it off. Maybe they did it tonight, or maybe they'll do it next Monday, or on Monday. They'll do because it's the best 2 out of 3. So technically, he's won one, and he's won. Dolph has won one, so they got to have the tiebreaker, and they'll stretch it out for one more episode or not. But I don't get the Miz. Like I don't know. He just doesn't do it for me. And Dolph Ziggler doesn't either. But the Miz is worse to me.
Honestly, if you listen to all these podcasts that come out, all these retired wrestlers have these on, and they have these guys on, you look at it in a different way. Like I can't remember whether it was Stone Cold or who the Miz came on, and actually you kind of see through the character a little bit, and then you're kind of like, oh wow, he's really a cool dude. He's not really that much of an ass that he portrays himself as. So then you're kind of like, oh well. You start looking at it like these reality shows that you watch. All of a sudden now you're listening to Taylor Hicks and you didn't give a crap about him before, and you're like, oh wow.
Well, I know he's a character, but it's just the character's just boring to me. It's just, and it's not that I dislike the person. He just I'm bored with him. Like
yeah, it's gatekeeper stuff.
Who's the guy that got fired? The Mexican guy,
Albert Del Rio.
Yeah, I was kind of like. With him, I didn't dislike him. I didn't like him. It was just, what's your purpose here? Because I don't get it. You're just kind of always angry, and you're just walking around angry. I don't understand. So I guess I don't have to even think about it anymore because he's gone. But I just don't get it. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler's a champion. I'm guessing he'll stay the champion for a while because I think people like him more than Miz. Now I was disappointed in Paige and AJ Lee.
That was a short match.
That's why I was disappointed. I was really looking forward to that. I think I figured out what they're doing, though.
What's that?
They're going to build that to the next pay-per-view. That's going to be a much bigger feature on the next pay-per-view. Because they're still feuding, so it's not over.
Right.
So I think that's why they made it short. And I'm looking at Wikipedia. It was 4 minutes and 57 seconds. That was fast as shit, and all their matches have been fast, really. I bet the one where AJ got her belt back I think that was under like 3 minutes. So
all the chick fights are fast, man. All the chick fights are fast.
Hey, look, Stephanie McMahon and Brie Bella went 10-16. Which
Stephanie
really
McMahon, she kicked her ass for that whole time. That was hilarious.
Yeah, she did. That was that was funny. I like Stephanie McMahon. I think she does a good job at playing that role.
Absolutely.
She's got just the right amount of serious and just the right amount of just goofiness so that like little kids wouldn't be like, holy shit. It's just the perfect amount of just fucking around and being all angry. And she's definitely got her dad's face because you can see it every time she scowls. Rusev beat Jack Swagger, which was just like, I get it. I think I know what they're doing with Rusev too. But at what point isn't USA going to win at some point? Like sometime?
Yes.
I
Mark
think what
Henry's going to come get him.
I don't know. And here's why I say I don't know, because I feel like because SummerSlam is such a big platform with all the shit that's going on with the world and stuff, and hell, in America with all the dumb shit going on with everyone fighting, that would have been a good time to throw USA the thing. But I'm wondering if they're going to take Rusev, have him go through Mark Henry, because they're going to try to build him up to Brock Lesnar, because Rusev's still undefeated. And
No.
size-wise, I'm not sure how tall he is. He's the only guy that comes close to looking like he could do something with Brock Lesnar.
It's way too early for him, though. He's just came out of the minor leagues,
How long has he been in? Oh, no, you know what? I remember his introduction. I guess that's right, because I do remember him when they were just doing the stuff on TV. He hadn't appeared live yet. Shit. Okay. Yeah. I guess he hasn't been around a long time. Okay. Well, then yeah. I guess Mark Henry will probably roll through him then. Maybe we'll get it at whatever the next pay-per-view is. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. That was fun. I like that. Sadly, Dean Ambrose isn't going to get his win for a while, because I think he's off filming a movie now.
I really, really like watching him wrestle. He takes it back several years by doing the villain. I mean, grinding your face on the rope and really just being that guy. That's a good one. That's a good one. And
he reminds me a lot of Piper. Like every time I see him, it's just like, wow, did Roddy Piper say this already? Like, this is Piper.
Yeah, he said a lot of good. I was listening to Piper's podcast the other day, and he was talking about Ambrose and how much he had. Ambrose had given him a lot of shout outs and talking about how much he admired his work and all that stuff.
Go.
And yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that there you go. I guess that's why he sounds like Piper. Bray Wyatt beat Chris Jericho. It was fun. I didn't care about it because I don't really understand the point of the Bray Wyatt Chris Jericho feud. But whatever. I don't remember it. I don't remember really anything about that one.
He just wanted to come in and work with him. Jericho's got this, I'm going to come in and work with a top guy and go back on the road kind of deal, as long as his body allows him to. Yeah. And because if he comes in, he's going to do a particular feud, and just see if he can help that guy get over, because he loves the business so much.
All right. Well, maybe that's it, because I guess I forgot who Bray Wyatt was going at with last time, but they didn't want him to go over on that one.
Cena. John Cena.
Yeah, that's right. It was Cena, who apparently they had a thing the other night, too. Cena was at the Tuesday event, and he came out after the TV version was over, the network, WWE Network.
Oh.
And was talking to the crowd. It was online. He was talking to the crowd, and then right after it, the Wyatt music kicked in, and then the recording stopped. Like Cena said like a couple things about being tough or whatever, and because he just lost. And I don't know what happened after that. Stephanie McMahon and Brie Bella. Now, I don't understand where they're going with this one. Like, it was interesting to watch. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting ready to eat a cheeseburger, so that's happening. No, I mean it'll be fun to watch this whole thing. I guess especially with my background with my brother. But although I think this will be more comical, I don't know what they're going to do with the Bella twins. That one made me laugh. That was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And that was a big one. And that's that's probably why they featured it as a 10-minute match. That was something. So I'm curious to see where that goes, because that's crazy right there. And that was a fun match to watch. They looked like they were having fun.
Yeah, Stephanie came out, man, and she was playing the big physical chick right off the bat, and she actually was bigger and definitely looked stronger, and she played the role really well. And like you said, when she pulled the sister card in there, and when she was, I don't know if that was Monday or not, but when she slapped Bree, that was a real deal. I mean, her face swelled up right away. I was like, holy crap. They had to pay her some extra for that, but she just knocked the piss out of her. That was hilarious.
They're doing a lot of that because I don't know when it was, but I saw it was Roman Reigns and Miz, and I guess Miz was interviewing him, and Roman Reigns just popped him in the face, and they showed it again because I was like, wow, that looked fucking real. And then they showed the slow motion version of it too, where you can see Miz's face like react to it. That was a punch. So I don't know if they're trying to be more physical to make it make it more real, because Vince McMahon is like, dude, we need more money, we need to make this more real. I don't know, but that they've had some good hits in there, and you know what, that makes sense. They probably are doing it to get like more ratings and more money because they want it to be more real, more realistic, and sell. Roman Reigns and Randy Orton. He beat Randy Orton. And I guess since they really didn't talk about it, I guess that feud's done. I heard Roman Reigns just started a feud with Seth Rollins at one of the events this week. So I'll find that out. Do you watch SmackDown? Or do you skip SmackDown?
Yeah, I skipped that one.
See, I record it, and I'll put it on Sunday morning when I'm cooking breakfast and stuff and just kind of skip through to see if there's anything new. But I think something happened there. And then you got Brock Lesnar and John Cena.
Wow.
I don't care if it's fake or not. John Cena didn't feel well the next day.
He had to have gotten a concussion. There's no way that I saw his head. He landed on his neck at least 3 of those suplexes. I mean, dude. I know he was loopy. He's still loopy right now, probably from that.
He felt that, and I don't know the conversations that people have before these matches, and even regular people. I don't know the conversations you have with Brock Lesnar, because really, Lesnar isn't really acting. That's really kind of the way he is.
That's what makes it perfect.
Yeah, and it's. What do you do when you got to work with a guy who doesn't like anybody, and like try to tell him, hey, can you like take it a little bit easy, man? I tweaked my back last night when I was banging my wife, and I'm just a little stiff, and he's just gonna fucking look at you like you're nuts. So yeah, I don't care. And those elbows, yeah, I know he was trying to make them glancing, but he got a couple decent. I think the third one was the most solid, and that's the one that cut him, which I thought was funny. But yeah, he was definitely very physical. John Cena's not a young guy either. He's got to be 36, 37, somewhere in there. So they've already booked the rematch, the rubber match, I guess, because I think John Cena has a win over him. So they've already booked the rubber match for the next pay-per-view. I don't know that how is this going to change? How's it going to, is he going to do something that's going to make it different? Because I don't know how. It's not a realistic match. If the WWE wants to be realistic, internet problems, then make it a realistic match. So yeah, that was insane. That was just absolutely, positively insane. If you haven't watched it, it was cool. If you like wrestling, it was kind of fun to fucking watch. This might be the most you ever hear me talk about wrestling too, because Divers Night on. Yeah, I mean it was good. So that was Sunday. I don't know what the hell that's doing. I guess I gotta turn it off. Where the fuck is? Oh, I had the fights on, or not on, but open. Shit. Hold on. I was gonna move on to UFC Fight Night 47. 47 was last week's. Dang it. All right, go down to Bisping versus Lee. We got a doubleheader tomorrow. Okay? I want to get a fucking drink. Hold on. Time out. You know what? Listen to Slip Capone for a quick second. Okay? Because I like Slip Capone, which means you like Slip Capone, because we all like Slip Capone. Time out. Oh, it didn't play? Oh, I'm so sorry. Shit, I was actually singing that song in my head too, seeing how close I could get to staying in sync. Son of a bitch. Uh, damn it. All right. Well, anyway, sorry. I feel kind of bad. I'll play it later because it is a really cool song, and Slip was nice enough to tell me I could use it, so I want to use it. Um, yeah. So we got a doubleheader tomorrow. We got, I don't know, sometime over the middle of the night. Um, UFC Macau. Um, I don't know most of these people. And because of time, I'm getting fucking tired, and I got jiu-jitsu in the morning. I'm turning into a whiny bitch because there's still 2 fight cards, and whatever random shit comes up, I don't fucking know. Elizabeth Phillips and Milana Dudeva, I'll go over them all. Don't know them. I'll go Elizabeth Phillips because I don't know. Yazakui and Royston Wee, I'll go Royston Wee because he's got a Wikipedia page. Wang and Yang and Colby Covington. Um, I'll go for Colby Covington because he sounds American. I don't fucking know. Roland Delhomme and Yuta Sasaki. I don't know Yuta Sasaki. I do know Roland Delhomme. So I'll go Roland Delhomme just because I know his name, but I don't remember him. I just know the name. Alberto Mina versus Shinsho Anzai. Don't know him. I'll go Shinsho Anzai because it sounds like he knows karate. Wang Sai and Danny Mitchell. Don't know him. I'll go Danny Mitchell because he sounds American. Ning Guang Yu and Yang Ji Pang. Don't know. Never heard of him. I just don't know. Ning Gang Yu. Zhang Lipang, who I've heard of. I think he won that Ultimate Fighter China. I know his name, and that's the only way I would possibly know his name. Versus Brendan O'Reilly. Don't know Brendan O'Reilly. I'll go Zhang Lipang because I think he's the guy who won the Ultimate Fighter. Dong Hyun Kim and Tyron Woodley. Now we get to people I know. Okay. Um, I don't know what's going to happen though. Technically Tyron Woodley is a more technical striker. Dong Hyun Kim he's I love watching Dong Hyun Kim fight, and he's a good fighter, and he's a tough son of a bitch. But I wouldn't put him above Tyron technically. But I think Dong Hyun Kim's gonna fucking tough it out like he always does, and I think he's going to probably get rocked at least, if not beat down, and he's gonna come back and finish it. Bisping and Lee. There's that picture that went around of Kung Lee earlier that he put on Instagram. I was part of it with Front Row Brian. I don't know. I like Kung Lee. Okay, I'm a Kung Lee fan. I'm not a big fan of Michael Bisping. I understand, he could be playing the heel role. I really think he's a dick. I don't think he's acting. I think that's just him. Um, so there's that. Like I said, I think Kung Lee. I like Kung Lee. I've liked him for a long time. I used to want to see him fight Anderson Silva so much back in the old hell. What was it called before Strike Force? Shit. Pro Force. Pro Force. Pro Strike. Pro something. That other one. Pro Elite. That's what it was called. Pro Elite. I think Kung Lee fought a little bit in Pro Elite. So it's just one of those things where I'm pulling for him. This is his last run. He's old. He's not. This is his only shot. But then there's is he going to pass his drug test afterwards? I don't fucking know. That was an interesting picture. He's certainly in phenomenal shape for someone who's like 40 or 42 or something. How old is he? Open this up real quick. I'm gonna go Kung Lee though. Michael Bisping said he's gonna like kill him or something. He pulled a John Jones. It was some threatening thing. He's gonna destroy him or something. He's gonna destroy him in front of his own people. I think he was gonna do something. I'm gonna say destroy him, but which I just in front of his own people, which is in China. But I think he's like Vietnamese. Yeah, he's 42. But yeah, I got Kung Lee. Bisping, if it isn't Kung Lee and it goes a distance, Bisping will win. But I think Kung Lee will stop this. So that's the first set of fights. Then we've got fights tomorrow night. And this is the one that I was really surprised because I watched the weigh-ins a little bit with my nephew earlier. And I actually knew some of the people. Like, I recognized their names and their faces. It wasn't just, oh, I've seen him fight. So Wilson Reyes on Fight Pass. These start at I think Fight Pass starts at 7:30. Wilson Reyes and Joby Sanchez. I don't know Joby Sanchez. I know Wilson Reyes. I know the name. So I'm going Wilson Reyes. It's probably not the way it's going to happen because I probably know his name because he's on his way out the door, which is why he's on the Fight Pass prelims. But I'll go Wilson Reyes. Ben Saunders back in the UFC against Chris Heatherly. I like Ben Saunders. I liked him when he was on The Ultimate Fighter. I hope he pulls himself together and pulls off a win. I don't know shit about Chris Heatherly. I've never heard of him. He's got a girl's name for a last name. So I'm going Ben Saunders. Hopefully he'll do better than Smiling Sam did on his return last week. Aaron Phillips and Matt Hobar. I know the name Matt Hobar. I'm not sure why. He must have been on a fight not long ago, and he just came right back in. I feel like I just saw him fight like really recently though, and I'm basing that just off of the name, like within the past month, maybe two. Aaron Phillips. I don't know these guys off the top of my head. I'll go Hobar only because I feel like I know his name. I don't fucking know though. Benil Dariush and Tony Martin. Don't know him. I'm gonna go Tony Martin. Sounds American. Neil Magny and Alex Garcia. I don't know Alex Garcia. I do know Neil Magny. He's one of the guys from. He was on the live season, I think, too. Yeah, he was on the live season. I'm pretty sure. He's a cool guy. He came off really well. I don't think they had a bad guy on that one season. That was just like a great season. So I hope he keeps winning. I vaguely remember his last fight, and I think he got. I think he was like down around, and he came back and won. I think I don't remember for sure. Something happened though. But yeah, Neil Magny. I'm pulling for Neil Magny. What was this? Something. My phone just went off. What was that? Oh, Oleg said BRB. Why did that? Okay. So anyway, so we get to the main card. Chris Skelly and Tom Nenamaki. I don't really know these guys, and I can't remember their faces from weigh-ins. I'll go Tom Nenamaki because I remember his name more because it's fucking Nenamaki. How do you not recognize that name? James Vick and Valmer Lazaro. I'll go James Vick. I'm not breaking these down because I don't remember most of these guys. Max Holloway and Clay Collard. I remember this one because I remember thinking, how is it a catchweight fight of 149 pounds when they haven't even weighed in yet? So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe someone knew he wasn't going to make weight and just came forth with it. And they came to an agreement early on, so maybe both guys didn't have to do it. I don't know. Let me see, actually. Is that listed on Wikipedia? Chavez for Max Holloway. So Max Holloway... Oh, Max Holloway filled in for someone else. And then the guy that he was supposed to fight pulled out of the bout. So he just pulled out earlier, like this week. So that must be why Clay Collard came in. That must be why it was a 149, because he's like, I don't know what day it happened, but he must have been like, dude, I can't cut that much weight this fast. So, okay, that makes a little bit more sense then. I mean, shit, this is Max Holloway. If this is your first fight in the UFC and you're fighting Max Holloway, to me, and look, he might be the kind of guy who it doesn't fucking matter to him and he's just going to roll through him. Max Holloway isn't who I would want to open up to, because a lot of people don't have the fuck everything else. They can't do it, and you got to get your mind right. That's a tough first fight to have. Francis Carmont and Talis Ladies. I didn't know they were fighting. I had no clue until today. Hell, I didn't know the co-main event until earlier today. Francis Carmont and Talis Ladies. I'm gonna go Talis Ladies. I'm not a huge Francis Carmont fan. I think he's the one that trains with GSP. So maybe we get to see GSP tomorrow. Ooh. But yeah, I got Talis Ladies. Mike Pyle and Jordan Meehan. Now, I didn't know Mike Pyle was fighting. I like Mike Pyle, okay? Maybe a lot of people don't. I don't know. I like watch. I've always liked Mike Pyle. Hold on, I'm taking a drink. I've always liked Mike Pyle. So this will be fun. Jordan Meehan's going to try to go in quick and get it over with, and you can't really do that to Mike Pyle. Well, I think one guy did, but that's not normal. Mike Pyle doesn't go down like that. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is my fight of the night, and I'm going Mike Pyle because I like him. He's old. This is his last run, and I think he cut off his mullet too, or not a mullet, the rat tail. It looked like he cut it off. I didn't see their weigh-in. I didn't see after Francis Carmont, actually. But yeah, I think I saw a picture of him somewhere or something where he cut his rat tail off. I think that's going to give him the edge because he'll be able to move faster. Because he's not going to have the rat tail weighing him down. That can get kind of heavy and can definitely affect your head movement speed. Ben Henderson and Rafael Dos Anjos. Look, I know a lot of people don't like Ben Henderson. Okay. I'm not one of those people. I enjoy watching him fight. I'm glad his fights last a long time because technically he's a hell of a fighter. I like Ben Henderson's fights. I'm looking forward to this. I think Ben Henderson might get another finish. I know that's a crazy thought, but I just don't think Rafael Dos Anjos is in his level, or at his level, is in his zone. I don't think they're close. So that's your main card. What happens next week? There's a fight next week? What's the fight next week? Oh, this is the one they should have canceled. Holy shit, what a weak card. They're still calling this a pay-per-view? Wow. This isn't going to sell anything. I can't wait to hear the numbers on this one. Holy shit. This is terrible. Okay, well, this will be a fun breakdown next week. Yeah. So, by the way, here's a couple ideas. Random shit. One, kicking around the idea, Diver and I are, on September 5th, there's fights. It's one of the rare Friday night fights. We're thinking of going old school and broadcasting live for the fights, turning on the PlayStations, some Grand Theft Auto, and putting the fights on our computers or our devices and just fucking around and just watching the fights, shooting the shit, and just fucking around, playing Grand Theft Auto and running over motherfuckers. So I don't know. That's something that's being kicked around. I don't know if we're going to do it or not because I might get lazy before it. I might just say, you know what, no one's going to listen anyway, so fuck it. I don't want it. Let's just watch the fights. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Hell, we'll record us watching the fights, which will get really boring. It won't be a good whatever it's called podcast, but live it might be good. So that's being kicked around. Tough 20, they released the first teaser for that. I can't wait for this. I'm really looking forward to this Tough. More probably excluding the Tough Brazil 3, the Fight Pass one that Chael was on. I don't know that I've been looking this forward, if that's a phrase. This looking forward this much. I don't know if I've wanted to see an Ultimate Fighter this much since Chael and Jones. It's nice knowing. One, it's a cool thing because it's nice knowing a lot of the fighters who are in there. And if you're a fan that goes as far as following Invicta and following women's MMA, this is a really cool season. And the other thing that's cool is these are UFC fighters now. These aren't people trying to get a UFC contract. They're fighters. They're trying to get a championship. They're trying to get a belt. I like that. So I'm really looking forward to this. Now here's the idea for the bit. The bit that we probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's a funny bit. I'm trying to work up a tournament, and I've got everything worked up except for the final part. But I'm going to have a tournament during their tournament. This tournament for the Inappropriate MMA Show is going to be the F, Marry, Kill tournament of Tough 20. So I already know how I'm doing it to find the ultimate F, the ultimate Marry, and the ultimate Kill. I already know how I'm doing it. But I'm having a problem that in any way that I do it, even though I know the way I want to, but any way I do it, I wind up with 2 at the end instead of 3. So what I might do is I'll hand select them, a handful of the 115ers that are in, because I think they've got like 4 or 6 signed already. They already had their first one. But I may pick a few and throw them in there for rounds as filler so that I can wind up where I want. And that's not to say that they can't or won't advance. Hell, that Brazilian chick is a perfect example because they wanted her to be on the Ultimate Fighter to begin with. But she didn't want to cut weight that much. What's her name? Claudia Gadella. So yeah, she'll be in there because I think she's kind of hot. But anyway, that's the breaking news for Tough 20. Yeah, we're gonna do an F, Marry, Kill tournament that'll coincide with Tough 20. But yeah, I can't wait to watch this season. It's going to be such a great season. That's all there is to it. It's going to be a great season. There'll probably be some drama. I know Felice, I think, almost got kicked out or got into a fight on the first day of taping or something, because she had a big feud with I think it was the redheaded chick in there. I can't think of her name, but so they'll have their drama. But I'm looking forward to watching these fights. I want to see how. I'm really curious to see how Carla Esparza does. But I mean, just everyone. I want to see how everyone does. How does Rose do? How does Beck Hyatt do? How do all these people do? Felice, I'm a Felice fan. I've been following her since she was on that Fight Girl show with Gina Carano and I think Brandon Vera's wife. Well, maybe they were separate ones. She was on one of them. There was that hot blonde. I know Gina was on there, but maybe Gina was a mentor. So this must have been the second series of it or whatever it was called. Because Gina was a mentor. Yeah, that's right. It was Felice. It was that kind of hot blonde chick, Dawn somebody, and I don't remember the other one. So Gina and Brandon Vera's wife was on the season. Yeah, the season before with Master Toddy. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that shit. So Tough 20 will be great. Let's see here. What else is going on? What else did? Oh, Eddie Alvarez. This is why I need my fucking list. Eddie Alvarez is in the UFC now. Bellator with a very classy move and just letting him out of his contract. I thought that was a really cool thing to do. I thought that was neat. I like what Scott Coker's doing. I like Scott Coker. I couldn't stand Bjorn Rebney. I think Scott Coker has some pretty good ideas. There's some weird shit going out there around there, though. What was it that came out today? Or maybe it was yesterday? Front Row Brian broke it out. Discussions for the next Bellator pay-per-view. Stephan Bonnar and Tito Ortiz. Really? Like, really? Are you just? I mean, I guess maybe they're gonna use, like in wrestling, the guys put people over. Oleg was talking about it earlier with Jericho. Maybe this is Tito and Stephan Bonnar's way of putting Bellator over. Like they're trying to help sell a pay-per-view card, but who wants to really watch that? As a slightly bigger fan than most, I don't really care about it. It doesn't even really have the freak show value to it. To average fans, are they going to really know who Stephan Bonnar and Tito Ortiz are? So the whole thing is weird. Apparently, I think too, Dana White gave Stephan Bonnar his blessing. So and that speaks, if that's true. And I would, I don't know. I say I would imagine it's true, but Stephan Bonnar kind of lied / cheated with his drug test. But if it's true, that's a big testament to Dana White and Scott Coker's relationship, because Dana White would never have given Stephan Bonnar the okay to work with Bjorn Rebney. But he supposedly is okay with it now. So, who wants to fucking see that fight? So it's probably a waste of a fight, or a waste of really talking about. There were talks about Kimbo Slice coming in. Who else are they? There's just some weird shit. They just signed Maya Miller. Look, Maya Miller's another interesting one. I like watching Maya Miller fight. Go watch his fights. I'm sure they're on YouTube. Go watch his fights with Tim Kennedy. They did 2. I would have loved to have seen a rubber match on that one, because those 2 fights were fucking fun to watch. He's a hell of a fighter. He never got it together in the UFC. It never worked for him. So I don't know if he's done or not. I know he's got a lot of mental shit, and there's a lot of shit like that. Like fucking Rampage and Mayhem are like buddy. They train together. That's not the best combination mentally. I'm taking a bite out of a cheeseburger. That's not what I would really want mentally for something like that. It's just I don't know. There's no good that can come of it. It's like that. What perfect example? It's like that Gabby MMA reporter girl following me. There's nothing good that can come from that. All I do is cuss, and my avatar is just bad influence. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do there. What else is there? Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think Oleg's gonna be back on before I'm done. Maybe Oleg. Wait. I almost had Oleg kill himself earlier. I totally missed my opportunity when he disappears in the middle of the show. Oh, damn it, Samurai. All the Ferguson shit, that's pissing me off. This ISIS beheading, I don't know what the fuck you do there. I don't know. I don't want to go blow up a country and kill a bunch of innocent people because of a group of dickheads. But if they start coming over here, look, I don't think we should be going over there right now either. Okay? That's just silly. But what's to stop them from coming over here? Supposedly they're already over here. This shit on CNN and Ferguson, people holding up signs that ISIL and ISIS are here and shit. So, and they've been telling people to come here to recruit. I'm not sure how you're going to recruit on something like this, but whatever. I guess, I don't know how to recruit. I guess they start small. They probably don't just say, "Hey, I'm with ISIS. You want to come join us?" I guess they start smaller than that. But we need to just worry about us. I mean, I understand there's a lot of bad in the world, and I understand Team America, World Police, and everything else. But I mean, we can't even get our own people to stop fighting with each other and shit. I mean, look at Ferguson. It's a mess. And we still don't know what happened. Apparently, there's video of what happened between the officer, whatever his name is, and the black kid, whatever his name was, Brown. There's apparently video which will help, because to me, I don't look too kindly on the cop. I just, I don't know. I don't trust cops. I never fully trusted them, but I tell you what, after that L.A. PD thing, a year ago, with the cop who was trying to rat out all the other cops, and then they murdered him. I trust them a lot less. And then I've seen all the videos. They're all over the internet. The videos of cops shooting dogs for no reason. Cops acting like dicks. They had a cop beat up like an old lady on the highway like a month or so ago, or a few weeks ago. Like, it's silly. It's insane. So I'm not a big cop fan, but not all cops are bad. Most of them are probably good. In this instance, I am not automatically favoring the story of the police officer. I'd love to see the video of what happened. If he punched you, that doesn't mean you can shoot him. About what? 7 times, 2 in the head? That's not what it means, I'm pretty sure. Now, if there's an ongoing thing, if he punched you multiple times, if he was continuously coming at you, that's the type of stuff I guess we'll see with this video, because he was apparently wearing a one of those vest cams or something. Apparently they're already kind of doing what I was talking about last week with the Google Glass. So I don't know. Um, I don't even know what I'm laughing at right now. By the way, there's a show. I was going to try to watch it earlier, but I was hanging out with my nephews and my niece. Well, no, my niece wasn't there. My nephews all day, and their mom, and we're just goofing around. Face. So, oh, Netflix has a show. I don't know if anyone's seen it. If you have, let me know. I'm going to try to watch one of them this weekend. I forgot what it's called. It's got Patton Oswalt. It's got Will Arnett. It's a cartoon about what looks to be a horse. What the hell is it called? Like a drug addict womanizing. And I kind of want to know what the hell's going on there. Netflix US. What the hell is it called? I should play the trailer for it. BoJack Horseman. You know what? Fuck it. Let's play the trailer for it. I don't know if there's audio and video or not. Let's see. YouTube. BoJack Horseman. Uh-oh. Is my fucking flash gonna crash? Continue. Piece of shit. My flash might crash. That's gonna ruin broadcast. Everywhere I go, I'm getting these fucking bullshit flash crashes. How many fucking times has this guy? I've updated Flash. It's only on Firefox. It doesn't happen on Google Chrome. How many fucking times do I have to go through this shit? This is stupid. So I'm a little bit pissed off. Continue the stupid script. I'm a little bit pissed off about it. Close you. Lower you. Go over here. I went over to Chrome because Chrome won't give me any shit. Shit. Fucking Flash shit. Alright, is this it? Yeah, let's see what we got here. Watch. I'm probably going to have a stupid commercial. Nope. We're good.
BoJack Horseman. The star of the situation comedy Horsin' Around is our guest tonight. What have you been doing since the show's cancellation 18 years ago?
Shit, Charlie. Is it okay to say shit?
Please don't.
Okay, sorry. I'm just pretty f***ed up right now. Is it just me, or am I nailing this interview? Are you drunk? I weigh 1,200 pounds. It takes a lot to get me drunk. Yes.
I'm not calling you as your ex. I'm calling you as your agent.
All right, there's no need to get...
What, catty? Are you going to say catty?
I was not going to say catty.
All right, what were you going to say?
I was going to say catty. You're dating him?
Yes.
This is your boyfriend?
That is correct.
This penis has been inside this vagina?
Yep.
But in a sexual way?
Yes.
Even though you don't want anyone to know it,
Oh, Aaron Paul. From
you
Breaking
secretly have a good heart.
You'll never guess who's here. BoJack Horseman. He got a little fatter, but it's definitely him.
I thought maybe for one night I could go out to a bar and try to forget about myself. But no! And maybe because you're pretty, you're used to getting away with things. But you are a horrible person.
You think I'm pretty?
That was a regrettable life choice.
What'd you say? I was tweeting about all the weird stuff you do in bed.
I don't know. I want to like it, but I'm not sold on the trailer. But I'm sold on the people involved in it. So I'll check it out. If you've seen it, let me know how it is. I don't fucking know. If it really, really sucks, then maybe I'll watch one episode. But if you see them all and, yeah, they're good, fucking stick with it. Maybe I'll stick with it. America's Got Talent, by the way. If you're not fucking watching America's Got Talent, you should be. You're missing out, man. That is such a cool fucking show. I was disappointed with some of the results this week. I thought the roly-poly guy should have gone through. I thought I would have put the choir through over the black chick only because I think the choir has a better Vegas-style performance. And, yeah, I was talking with the MMA enthusiast, and that's what the show used to be based for. It was a Vegas contract. I guess they changed it at some point, and it became something totally different. Now it's just for $1 million. So with that in mind, maybe they'll just get a record contract out of it. I don't know, but the choir I think had a much better, just a presentation for a show, for a Vegas show. If you're just singing in Vegas, you better be someone really special. She maybe could work her way up to that, but she can't just go in being that that caliber. I also didn't think Smoothini should have made it through. I love what Smoothini did, and I thought it was really cool. And I say he shouldn't have made it through. This is based on the way they matched it up. So I'm going off of how they match it up, not just in general. But I thought that as cool as what Smoothini did was, and it was cool, that roly-poly guy, man, that was edge of your seat shit right there. I mean, when he, perfect example, first of all, he's swinging doing that roly-poly shit. That's nuts. He did it on one level, upside down, on his hands. That's nuts. But when he made the stack for the second part of the act, and he put that platform on top, and he put his hands on top, and he like balanced the platform and moved all the things around, I'm just thinking to myself, I wouldn't be able to do that. And he's standing on top of these things. If I try to do that, everything would fall out from under me. That was just really, that was nerve-wracking to watch. That was a really cool performance. Now, apparently, I missed a week or something, I guess. I don't know how, I don't know where. But apparently, because I've never seen him do that before, apparently he did the swinging thing before. It was completely new to me. So maybe that's why I'm like, oh man, yeah, he should have beaten Smoothini. Maybe it's because I didn't see that last performance, but that was incredible to watch last night. So I would have put him through based on what I saw. But if I missed something, I don't think I missed one of Smoothini's ones. I think he's great. I love his magic. I like magic. You want to see a cool magic show, by the way? On the CW, I was going to say the WB, but that's what it used to be. On the CW, it's called Penn and Teller Fool Us. And it's basically, it's like American Idol for magic. They'll do like 4 or 5 different magicians come in, and there's a studio audience there and stuff, and they'll do a trick. And Penn and Teller have to explain to them and tell the person how he did the trick. If Penn and Teller can guess how you did the trick, can you tell I've taken a couple hot shots? Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Wow, the hell was I saying? Denny Crane. Let's see here. What was I talking about? This is why it's good that we're at the end. The hell was I talking about? Okay, I don't know what I was talking about. But yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. I was probably repeating something I've already said, because I think that's where I am right now. But anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. Like the main subject, I don't remember what the main subject was. Yeah. So in the Ferguson, there was another shooting a couple days ago. This is the one I wanted to talk about real quick. Just outside of Ferguson, a guy with a knife got shot. Now apparently he got close enough to the cop that he was within 4 feet. The police say 3 feet, but witnesses say 4 feet. Close, wielding a knife, and the cop shot him and killed him. Why are we letting him get that close to begin with? Why not at now I don't know what happened. I don't the cop was responding to a call, so I don't think it came out of the blue that there might be someone crazy there. And I think he even said, shoot me, kill me, shoot me, or whatever. Like he was taunting the cop. Maybe don't. Maybe at 10 feet, maybe shoot him in the leg. Shoot him in the shoulder. There's no need to kill a guy. If you have a gun and someone else has a knife, unless, and this is why you go for the leg, unless he doesn't stop coming for you after you've already shot him once or twice, that's the only time that there should be death involved. Just like if someone punches you in the face, you can't just shoot a guy for punching you in the face. It doesn't work that way. And this is where cops need to be held a little bit accountable, so that they're aware of what the fuck they're doing and they think about things before they do them. Because and look, cops have a tough job, and I can't imagine the nerves that it would take to put up with some of that stuff. But you gotta learn, and you gotta be able to keep those nerves at bay and keep them even, so that you don't respond out of fear or a bad reaction. There's a lot of mental training that I think goes into a lot of stuff. There's certainly mental training you got to have when you're a cop. You have to be able to tune out negativity from people. You have to, because there's a lot of people that just run around saying all cops are bad. Not all cops are bad. You got to be able to tune that out. When cops get called out, like when a cop gets called out from a guy saying, shoot me, go ahead, shoot me. You got to be able to not shoot. You got to be able to diffuse the situation without escalating to someone getting killed. Shit, even if you just shoot him in the arm. He's saying, shoot me, kill me. Shoot him in the arm. He's got a knife. Stop them. So I don't know. I can't imagine what it's like to do it. I've actually thought about being a cop before, but I didn't go that route. But I'm sure it's extremely nerve-wracking. So, but even still, even though I can understand and sympathize with the things that they go through, you gotta be prepared for that shit. You have to be. You gotta stay calm. You can't act irrationally as a cop. Hell, they're fucking shutting down the media. You can't do that. That's not even acting irrationally. That's literally thinking about things. Oh well, we need to get the media out here. Let's tear gas them and then break their equipment down. That's structured. So I don't know. I don't want to get into the fucking thing again because I'm just going to get all pissed off and it'll just turn into a thing. I'm getting really, like, I just hit a wall with sleepiness too. So I think I might be done. I think Oleg might be done. He might have joined the MMA enthusiast. Hopefully they're swinging together in harmony and happiness. Yeah, wow, I just really hit a wall. Alright, yeah, I'm fucking out. We'll be back next week. Diver will be back. We will find out what happened to his phone. Because we need to. We need to know this shit. It's important. But anyway, Samurai's out. Have an excellent week. And, see ya!